Good morning, students. In the previous session, we have completed pressure on liquids, gas pressure and atmospheric pressure. Now, today we'll start with the next concept from lesson number 3. What is buoyant force? Now, we'll see the definition of buoyant force. When an object is immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upward force known as buoyant force. This phenomenon of experiencing an upward force is known as buoyancy. So this is about buoyant force. What is the definition for buoyant force? When an object is immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upward force that is known as buoyant force, and this phenomenon is known as buoyancy. I hope you are clear with the definition. Now we will move to the next. Yes, as you can see here one figure which shows buoyant force. Now as you can see here, this is one tub which is filled with water. This is one plastic bottle which is empty. This is hollow plastic ball, and this is plastic bottle which is filled with water. Now we'll study the procedure. We'll see the procedure of this experiment. Buoyant force. Take a plastic bottle and fix the lid tightly. Now place it in water and see. It will float on water. We will take one plastic bottle which is empty. Fix the lid tightly. Now place it in a water and see. What will happen? It will float on the water. Yes, as we have seen in the figure. Try and push it into the water. If we'll try to push that bottle, empty bottle, in the water, but still, even when pushed, it continues to float. Still, it will float on a surface of water. This experiment can also be done with a plastic hollow ball. So this can be done with a plastic ball. If we'll take plastic ball and we will place it in the water, then also it will float on the water. After pushing into the water, or after pushing it, it continues to float. Yes, it will not go inside in the water, it will float on the surface of the water. Yes, just now we have seen the figure. Yes, this is the figure. Yes, this is plastic bottle and this is hollow plastic ball. Yes, if we'll place it on the water, if we'll try to push it inside, it will not go inside in the water, it will float on the surface of the water, as you have seen just now. Okay, this is the experiment. Now fill the bottle with water to the fullest capacity and close the lid and release in water. The bottle will float inside the water. Why does this happen? Now we'll take bottle and we will fill it with water and we'll close the lid and release it in water. Then what will happen? It will float inside the water. Yes, it will not float on the surface of the water, it will float inside the water. Why does this happen? What is the reason? Now we'll see the reason. The empty plastic bottle floats on the surface of water. Yes, if it is empty, it will float on the surface of the water. On the contrary, the bottle which is full of water floats inside water. But the bottle which is filled with water, it will float inside the water, but does not go to the bottom. It will not go bottom of the water or bottom of the tub, but it will float inside the water, as you have seen in the figure. The weight of the empty bottle is negligible as compared with the weight of the water inside. The weight of the empty bottle is negligible as compared with the weight of the water which is inside the tub. So it will float on the surface of the water. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. Yes, if we'll take empty plastic bottle and we will try to push it inside the water, it will not go, float on the surface of the water. And if we'll fill the water bottle and if we'll fill the water bottle and we'll try to push it, it will leave on the water, it will go inside and it will float inside the water. Yes, it will not go down to the bottom, but it will float inside the water. Such a bottle with water neither floats on the surface nor does it go to the bottom. Such a bottle with water, the bottle which is filled with water, it will not float on the surface of, or nor does it go to the bottom, and it will not go to the bottom. It will float inside the water. This means the force due to gravity acting downwards. What it means? The force due to gravity, that is gravitational force, as you have seen here, this is Fg, means gravitational force, must have been balanced by opposing force in the upward direction. Which is the upward direction force? Yes, buoyant force, that is Fb, on the bottle filled with water. So why it will float inside the water? Because the downward force, that is gravitational force, it is been balanced by the opposing force, that is upward force, buoyant force, which acts on the bottle. This force must have originated from water surrounding the bottle. From where it is originated? It is originated from the water which is surrounding the bottle. The upward force acting on the object in water or other fluid or gas is called buoyant force. So again here the definition is given. The upward force which is acting on the object in a water or other fluid or gases is called as buoyant force. As you can see here, this is written, this is buoyant force. I hope you are clear with this experiment. Okay. So these experiments just now we have seen. Yes, if we'll take plastic bottle, empty plastic bottle, and hollow plastic ball, it will float on the surface of the water. If we'll take plastic bottle which is filled with water, it will float inside the water. Yes, it will not go to the bottom and it will not float on the surface. It will float inside the water. So this is buoyant force which is acting from upward, and this is gravitational force which acts from downward. I hope you are clear with this experiment and definition. What is the definition of buoyant force? The force which is acting when any object is immersed in a liquid, the force which is acting from upward, that force is called as, or that force is known as buoyant force. Okay, now we'll move to the next part. Now one more example they are given. An iron nail sinks in water, but why does the massive steel shape float on it? Iron nail, it will sink in the water, but why does the massive steel shape float on it? When an object is dipped in a liquid, a buoyant force acts on it. Yes, if any object, when it will dipped in a liquid, the upward force, that is buoyant force, acts on it, and hence it appears that the weight of the object is reduced. Okay, now we'll see the next. It becomes easier to swim in sea water than in fresh water. Why it is easier to swim in sea water as compared to fresh water? This is because the density of the sea water is higher. Why the density of the sea water is higher? Because sea water is salty, so its density is higher than the density of fresh water due to the salts dissolved in sea water. Yes, due to the salt dissolved in sea water, it is salty and its density is higher than density of fresh water. Lemon sinks in a glass filled with water, but it floats when we stir in 2 spoons of salt in the water. Lemon will sink in the glass which is filled with water, but if we will add 2 spoons of salt in it, stir it well, then the water becomes salty and its density will increase. Yes, its density becomes higher now. so the lemon will float on it. Yes. Now in salty water the buoyant force exceeds the gravitational force. In the salty water the buoyant force is more than the gravitational force, so the object will float on the surface. I hope you are clear with this. Yes. What is the reason for it, why it is easier to swim in the sea water than in fresh water? Yes, what is the reason? Because density of sea water is higher than the density of fresh water. Yes, why? Because due to salt dissolve in sea water, its density is higher. Okay. And we have studied about one example also. Lemon will sink in a glass which is filled with water, but it floats on the surface when we stir in 2 spoons of salt in it. Okay. And buoyant force exceeds the gravitational force. Yes, in the salty water. Now the next, buoyant force depends on the two factors. Buoyant force are depend on the two factors. Which are these two factors that we will see now? First one is, as you can see here, first one volume of the object, and the second one is density of liquid. Okay, so which is the first one? Volume of the object. The buoyant force is more if the volume of the dipping object is more. Buoyant force is more if the volume of the dipping object is more. If the volume of the object is more, then buoyant force is more. Then second one is density of liquid. More the density of liquid, more is the force of buoyancy. If more the density of liquid, if the density of liquid is more, then more is the force of buoyancy. The buoyant force is also more. Okay, we have seen one example just now, salty water and fresh water. Yes, the sea water is salty, so its density is more. Means if the density of a liquid is more, then there is more gravitational force, or more is the force of buoyancy. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. Volume of the object and density of the liquid, these are the two factors on which buoyant force depends. Okay, if the volume of the object is more, buoyant force is more, and if the density of the liquid is more, then more is the force of buoyancy, or the buoyant force is more. So these are the two factors. Now we will move to the next part. How it is decided that if the object left in liquid will get sink in the liquid, will float on the surface, or will float inside the liquid. Now how we will decide if the object which is immersed in water, it will get sink in the liquid, will float on the surface, or will float inside the liquid. Now here are the 3 points are given that we will study now. First one, the object floats if the buoyant force is larger than its weight. When the object will float, if the buoyant force is larger than its weight. If the buoyant force is larger than the weight of the object, then it will float on the surface. Yes. For example, we have seen plastic hollow ball, then empty plastic bottle, it will float on the surface of the water. Why? Because the buoyant force is larger than its weight. Now the second one, the object sinks if the buoyant force is smaller than its weight. When the object will sink, if the buoyant force is smaller than its weight. For example, iron nail, yes, it will sink in the water. Why? Because the buoyant force is smaller than its weight, the weight of the object. Okay, I hope you are clear with the second point. Now the third one, the object floats inside the liquid if the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the object. Yes, when it will float inside the liquid, when the buoyant force is equal to weight of the object, its weight. Okay, for example, the plastic bottle which is filled with water, yes, it will not go inside to the bottom, but it will float inside the water. Yes, it will not go to the bottom and it will not float on the surface, but it will float inside the water. Why? Because the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the object. Okay, I hope we are clear with this. When how we can decide whether the object will sink in the liquid, or it will float on the surface, or it will float inside the liquid. Yes, if the buoyant force is larger than its weight, then it will float, yes, on the surface. If the buoyant force is smaller than its weight, then it will sink. And if the buoyant force is equal to its weight, then it will float inside the liquid. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. So now we will revise what we learned today. Okay, we have started with the definition of buoyant force. I hope you remember the definition. Okay, once again we will revise. What is buoyant force? Yes, what is the definition of buoyant force? When an object is immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upward force that is known as buoyant force. Yes, when an object is immersed in liquid, then it experiences an upward force that is known as buoyant force. And this phenomenon of experiencing an upward force is known as buoyancy. Okay, then we have seen this experiment which shows buoyant force. Yes, this is empty plastic bottle, this is hollow plastic ball which will float on the surface of the water. Yes, when the object will float on the surface, when the buoyant force is more than the weight of the object, yes, it will float on the surface. And if we will take the plastic bottle which is filled with water, it will float inside the water. Yes, why? Because buoyant force is equal to the weight of the object, so it will float inside the water. Just now we have studied. Okay, and this is FB, this is buoyant force which is acting from upward, and this is gravitational force, that is FG. Then buoyant force depends on the two factors that also we have studied. Which are the two factors? First one, volume of the object, and second one, density of liquid. Volume of the object. The buoyant force is more if the volume of the dipping object is more. When the volume of the object is more, when the buoyant force is more when the volume of the object is more. So the buoyant force is also more. And the second one is density of liquid. If the density of liquid is more, buoyant force is more. Okay, so these are the two factors on which buoyant force depends. First one is volume of the object, and second one is density of liquid. If the volume is more, buoyant force is more. If the density of liquid is more, then buoyant force is more. I hope you are clear with this. Then the last part, just now what we have studied, how we can decide whether the object will get sink in the liquid, or it will float on the surface, or it will float inside the liquid. Yes, there are 3 points. When the object will float on the surface, if the buoyant force is larger than its weight, the weight of the object. If the buoyant force is larger than the weight of the object, it will float on the surface. If the buoyant force is smaller than the weight of the object, then it will sink. Okay, and when it will float inside the water, when the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the object, then it will float inside the liquid. I hope you are clear with all the concepts what we learned today. Yes, we have seen the definition of buoyant force, we have seen the example, we have studied one experiment. Yes, so that's all for today. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.